Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, a Kenyan by the name Nyongesa Makanu has petitioned IEBC chairman Wafula Chebukati to allow the ODM leader Raila Odinga and the mother Karua be nominated to the parliament. And this petition, of course, was presented on September 30th, 2022. Actually, it's like 10 days ago, according to that. And that means that if the petition sails through, then Raila Odinga and Mother Karua will secure a slot in the parliament. Takuwa sasa waheshimiwa wa parliament. So Raila will be nominated to the National Assembly, and Mother Karua will get a slot at the Senate as a nominated senator. So that means if Raila is in the National Assembly as nominated member of parliament, then he's going to lead his troop as the minority leader there in the National Assembly. And Mother Karua, of course, will be checking on the minority side in the Senate as their leader. As simple as that. I think that is what they want to achieve with having Raila in the National Assembly and the Mother Karua in the Senate, so that they can take over that leadership. So Raila will be back in parliament after 10 years, because for those who remember, from 2008 to 2013, from 2008 to 2013, of course, Raila was a member of parliament, and also he was doubling as the prime minister. Now, another thing that Makanu is proposing is the change of election date to third week of December from the current August. And according to him, he's arguing that holding election on second Tuesday of August is affecting national economic and activity negatively, and that is now touching on the tourism, because it's also clashing with the season for the wild beast migration in Serengeti and the Masai Mara ecosystem. So according to him, holding election after the Jamhuri Day and before Christmas will be more synchrony with the national economic, finance and the academic calendar. That means children will be at home, wanafunzi wako nyumbani, hawako shuleni tena, and also people are now taking a vacation. Watu wengi kazi zimefunga, waiting for Christmas celebration. So Makanu again is arguing that we should have a rotational system in Kenya presidential election, because our politics is still tribal, and this tribal is also leading to vote apathy. The solution is changing the constitution to have a presidency rotational to allow every tribe to lead in the near future. Because it's now arguing that the constitution should bar a candidate from the tribe of the sitting president as well as his or her predecessor for better representation. So the question we are asking on this pagina today, will Makanu's petition to IEBC chairman Wafula Chebukati go through, or it is bound to fail? And if it is failing, then what should be Kenya focusing on? Are we comfortable with this current system of government and leadership, or Kenya as a country, they need a change as of now? That is the question we want to try and answer here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you're not subscribed, so my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting to give our video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if you check on the issues that Makanu is touching on, some of this thing will need to change the constitution through a referendum. Because now, when you talk about changing the date of election from August to December, I don't know if it can be changed by the National Assembly or it will need someone to call for a referendum in this country. But again, another thing is suggesting to nominate those people who have lost in the election. Those people who have lost. I mean, those who will come second after the first one in the presidential election, one in the Senate and in the National Assembly. That one can be worked on if they need, but it can be worked on. But the issue is that now, before election, they normally represent the list of nominees to the political party registrar and the IEBC before election. So I don't know if they will present that list to that election board, and yet someone is on a presidential or is on a ballot as a presidential candidate. I don't know, but there is possibility party can nominate these people to the National Assembly and the Senate. That is possible. So the main issue here that this Kenyan is targeting is to try and heal this country immediately after election. And these are some of the proposals that Raila Odinga had in BBI, so that the person who will lose in the election can have a constitutional office as the minority leader in the National Assembly or in the Senate to lead from there. But you need to have a constitutional office with a salary to it. So it means once you lose, you don't need a nomination. You just get there, you have your office and goes on. I think they're trying to adapt something from US, because I know in the US, you will see a running mate will always get nominated to the Senate. But we mwingine anaendanga nyumbani. I remember Hillary Clinton running mate went back to the Senate to continue serving the people in the Senate. But Hillary Clinton went home. So that's a suggestion she is trying to bring here, and to me it is making sense. Because how do you have someone who has run for election and then go and stay home without any office, calling shots from home? It is better these people like Mother Karua to be in the Senate, to lead the Azimio troops in the Senate, so that she can stamp authority and show leadership, rather than having people who will be moving from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza side, because now they are looking for their personal interest. At least if they have their leader in that house leading the troop, then he can offer leadership and direction, and from there, then you cannot easily coerce these leaders to change or move to the other side. So in my view, I agree with that decision totally. Assume William Ruto had lost this election, or Raila Odinga as the thing stands by. Should he lead from home? Because what we have been seeing from 2013, 2007, and as of now. Should he lead from home? Without a constitutional office. Now you just have a party office. To me, I feel before, it is better for these people to lead when they are either in the National Assembly or in the Senate, so that Raila will be leading his people in the Senate, in the National Assembly, and offer direction and leadership. Look at the situation now. Ruto can walk to the parliament now and coerce members of parliament. They start voting on his side, and they start trooping from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza. But if Raila was there and offer leadership, show direction, I don't think if these leaders can easily be coerced to change their mind or to move in that direction. So that alone will mean you are going to have a strong minority side, and of course in the National Assembly at large, checkmating the government properly, because they will be resourced even in their office to do that work. Rather than just Raila Odinga calling for press conference and then anza kosoa serikali. It's better if he's doing that in the National Assembly. Or if it was William Ruto, it could have been better for him to do this in the National Assembly, to correct Raila Odinga right from the National Assembly, but not from home. So it is making sense. But the issue is there to do with a little bit change to the Constitution. The issue of debt also, I have talked about that one. To me, December is better because it cannot interrupt with the learning system And now it's mentioning on the issue of Serengeti and Masai Mara migration of the wild beast. Of course, we have tourists who want to concentrate on that, but now people are now in the election area. Then learners are disrupted if we have a runoff. Is it runoff or rerun? Something like that. If you call for that one, like assume what happened in 2017, then you start affecting the calendar. Like assume if this election was going to be nullified, it means students now will stay at home for another 60 days. Campaign going on and children are in school. It disrupts a lot. Unlike in December, where there is chance people have strong leave, people are in vacation for long hours, for long days, and that alone is enough, like what we had earlier. Again, campaigning during that time, it does not disrupt the learning, and people are not much affected, and of course people are at home. They have enough time to concentrate on listening to people when they are articulating their manifesto, when they are articulating their agenda, so that they can vote on issue-based. Because they will be listening to these people, how they are selling their agenda and manifesto to the public. So in my view, I agree with him, but seemingly, I think there will be need to change this constitution, but then it might need a referendum. Though if we have lawyers in the house and those people who understand the constitution properly, they better go to the comment section and interpret to us what Mahanu mean and how it can sail through. I don't know what you think about this, but that is my commentary as far as that proposal is concerned. So let us meet in the comment section to have a continuation of this conversation. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you, but still I'm humbly requesting you to go and check on Kenya News K. That is our sister channel, and we are trying to do something there. Thank you for your support, for those people who have already subscribed. Thank you. See you in our next video.